Today we're going to be talking about increasing your trade size. Stay tuned, traders. We'll be right back. G'day traders, Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Beautiful sunny reprieve from our torrential rainstorms this morning. Sun's out, dogs have had their little walk, and today we're talking about increasing trade size. And this is an area that you know, it's all relative to the size that you're trading. It's all relative. And you know, I spoke to a trader yesterday on email. Every time they increase size, they run into some trouble and they potentially almost blow up their trading account. And I can relate to that. I've talked about blowing up small trading accounts over and over again, and I'm going to talk about today really that, you know, you can read all the books you want, study all the courses you want, watch all the videos you want, and at the end of the day, trading boils down to some simple things, and inherently each one of us needs to personalize our own trading style. You know, I talk about mastering a couple of simple setups, and especially in the last 5-6 months alone, I've really been trying to increase size and make some bigger gains in my trading. I've set some pretty lofty goals, and I've run into some stumbling blocks with that, but at the same time it's also helped me break through. And often when you think you're having a breakdown, a couple of adjustments, you make a breakthrough. And increasing trade size is like that. There's only one person who can really, you know, make that leap, and that's you. And that takes, you know, it takes a lot of little things, because size, it brings in a lot of factors. It brings in a lot of, you know, things into your head. You can bring baggage to the market. As soon as you increase size, you can be focused on P&L and not execution of your trading system. And one of the things that I've really honed in on with bumping my size up is really focusing in on my highest A-trade setups and realizing how often they show up. I talked about this in a couple of other videos this week, is stepping back and actually just focusing and waiting for those, you know, the simple setups like Jim Rogers talks about, waiting for the money to be lying on the floor and going over and picking it up. And the more I step back, the easier that's starting to become in terms of being patient. Now, the next step is actually when you put the trade live into the market. You know, I believe in building that in a stair-step process. So if you get these trades and you have the frequency of trades that you're focused on in terms of the ones you're going to be bumping size on, don't be in a hurry to do it. The great thing about a leveraged market is that if you can develop that skill set just through incremental steps, and even though you're increasing size, the fact that it is leveraged and you can increase size on your trades, that doesn't take very long for you to be at a fairly significant trade size in terms of the return that you're getting on your trade. If you know, like I talk about, you know, asymmetrical risk reward a lot. You know, most of the trade setups that I look at are geometric triangles or rectangles, and I really like the rectangles because they're, you know, 5 and 10 times my risk usually on that trade setup. So that helps me get better at losing. That also helps me, you know, when you're trading bigger size, I think it gets easier to take your losses, because the bigger loss size means it's imperative that you execute that stop loss. I put it into the market right away because I don't want to take a bigger loss, and I already know through the number of trades that I've taken that when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if it hits that stop on my bar, I'm wrong. I've misinterpreted the market, or I've read my chart wrong, or I've set my, you know, entry and stop at the wrong level. But when I'm right, it doesn't come near my stop. So increasing size, I think, you know, in terms of growing it from trade to trade, I think it's something you need to personalize on your own in terms of what you're comfortable with. There's traders that have huge accounts that are comfortable with taking on massive amounts of risk. For myself, I'm comfortable at certain levels and then bumping that up incrementally based on only risking a certain percentage of my capital on each trade. But I am focused on only hitting my A-trade setups. But size is doable, but I think it's important that you build that confidence through accomplishment. And that's just being patient and proving to yourself that you have the discipline, number one, to wait for the best trade setups, number two, to execute the trade with your stop loss in place, and number three, being patient to exit on your target or with a trailing stop that makes sure that you take something off the table when you're in a profitable trade. And that's something that I've also had to focus on as well. I've left money on the table, stayed at break even on a lot of profitable trades, and watched the market come back and stop me out at break even. And I call that the round trip trade, where you get in and you watch it go all the way into profit and return back and take you out at a break even stop loss. So increasing size, be patient, build it through accomplishment, build confidence through accomplishment. If you haven't done so, go to my homepage and get my 7-step daily routine for high performance traders. Ritualize your daily routines, build your playbook, journal your trades, set goals each week, improve your health and fitness, get mentally fit, build your mindset, bulletproof yourself for success day in and day out, 1% better a day. That builds on itself. And do that, we talked about setting one new goal every 30 days in your trading. That's 12 months from now. You could be in a completely different place, not only in your trading, but in your life. But that comes through your discipline and commitment to setting the bar higher for constant progress. So build size through discipline and through accomplishment. Get the runs on the board, bump it up. Get the runs on the board again, bump it up. Get the runs on the board again and bump it up. And then when you're able to do that consistently, it becomes unconscious competence. You don't even have to think about it, because that's how you've trained your nervous system and your brain to focus on the highest priority setups and to execute that system flawlessly. So stay disciplined, traders, stay focused. It's a winnable game, but you're up against the best in the world. So how good can we get? Have a great weekend, and may the markets go with you.
Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.